boy, 10-year-oold Travis Harrella, was last seen at 11 o'clock this morning in his backyard in the 600 block of Howard. Travis is a white male, 5'4", 70 pounds. He has short brown hair and freckles on his face. He was last seen wearing a gray T-shirt with wolves and the wording Northwest Trek on it. He was also wearing a dark blue or a blue-gray coat and dark pants. Now, anyone having information, please call Police Dispatch at 657-8200 or the Billings Police Department at 657-8459. The House Budget Committee wrapped up its Cut the Budget tour in Billings this afternoon. Almost 800 people turned out at Rocky Mountain College's Fortin Center to tell committee members where they think the federal budget should be cut and why. What are you willing to give up? That's what the House Budget Committee wants to know. Everyone here today agreed on one thing. The budget deficit is a serious issue. But how to bring it into line? Everyone has a different opinion.
Please help us cut this monster we call the Agriculture Administration. Don't cut the money going to the farmers.
Eliminate the Departments of Energy and Transportation. They don't appear to do anything. Commission a serious study to investigate privatization of Social Security, and I'm a Social Security recipient.
Education for every person in this room is not wasted. It's our right.
The committee asked for creative ideas on ways to make cuts. The resounding message is we don't mind the cuts, so long as they're fair.
Those who would prefer to have tax cuts, would you raise your hand? Those who would prefer that we do spending cuts, would you raise your hand?
Social Security and entitlements were a big issue.
But I think at this stage that you should start in with every entitlement, including Social Security and including Medicare.
How many think Social Security should be on the table? How many think it should not be on the table? Okay, overwhelmingly, probably 5-1, believe it should be on the table. Thank you.
Committee member for a day, Congressman Pat Williams, was often on the defensive, at one point angrily attacking an idea brought up by several people regarding across-the-board cuts. He also disputed remarks made about VA hospitals, the REA, and welfare.
So while all of the suggestions are helpful, there should be no mistake by my colleagues that each person who stood represented the bulk of opinion in Montana, because a great many of them obviously did not.
When asked then if the process had any merit whatsoever, the committee members resoundingly said yes. They say it's not the specifics that are as important as the sentiment. Today's hearing was the last of 5 held in various places around the country. Now, one of the big issues coming into this hearing was the future of financial aid. Students rallied before the hearing and took their concerns to the committee personally. David Bingham has that story.
It was a rally to demonstrate that education is an investment and that it shouldn't be cut.
Education is the foundation of our entire society, and without education, nothing else can be accomplished.
Vocal in their support for financial aid for higher education, something they feel is at risk as a result of plans to cut federal spending. The students fear as much as $20 billion student aid dollars are on the chopping block over the next 5 years, and they say that's a bad idea.
But when you stack the $20 billion that they're thinking about cutting up against the opportunity for growth and success in the United States as a whole and the state of Montana, it pales in comparison.
Another group of concerned citizens gathered at Rocky today as well. Members of local environmental and conservation groups came out to offer their ideas for cutting government waste that don't damage the environment. Organizers of the student rally hoped 1,000 people would attend their rally, and only a fraction of that number turned out. But students felt they were able to make their point. Billings police are investigating what appears to be a drive.
It's really like to be disabled. It's the everyday things students take for granted. Getting a drink of water, visiting the school store, and going through the lunch line.
Okay, are you running into a problem with that? How come? So the silverware really isn't accessible to a person with a disability, right?
This was a new perspective for some Riverside Middle School students. They had to navigate their school in a wheelchair. The whole idea for this project blossomed from an English class. They started reading this book called The Acorn People. It's a nonfiction account of a camp for disabled children. And the kids started wondering one day what it would be like to be disabled.
Oftentimes in English class we think of reading and writing and we don't think of the activities that go with a novel and experiencing the novel, and I think doing the experience here has been real good for them.
Has it been easy for you?
No, it's pretty hard sitting in a wheelchair and trying to do all this stuff. It's really hard.
Come on back down so you can
Students
close
from
the door.
MSU Billings and workers from Easter Seals help the teens understand the experience.
There are a lot of stereotypes about people with disabilities and how they would feel and what they would want to do and be able to do.
That's kind of the main reason that we did this, is just to let you guys kind of be aware.
Did you have any kind of idea what it was like at all? Did you ever think about it?
No.
What are you going to do differently, maybe?
If they need help, ask them if they need any help.
Many students told us they now have a new appreciation for the disabled as they walked to their next class. In Billings, Claudia Sears reporting for Montana's news station.
And if you thought today was nice, well, get ready, because tomorrow